The beautiful thing is, your nervous system can learn something new. It learned to associate worth with productivity, which means it can also learn that rest is safe, that slowing down doesn't make you irresponsible, that your value doesn't disappear because you took an afternoon off. But learning that doesn't happen all at once. It happens in tiny moments, tiny choices, tiny acts of kindness toward yourself. And those small moments are much more powerful than they seem. Because every time you rest, without apologizing for it, you're teaching your brain a completely different story, one it may have never heard before. So, if your brain learned that rest had to be earned, how do you teach it something different? I don't think the answer is forcing yourself to do nothing. That usually doesn't work. Because then resting becomes another task. Another thing you're trying to do perfectly, and somehow we've managed to turn even self-care into something we can fail at. We buy the journal, the meditation app, the morning routine, the evening routine, the supplements, the planner, and before long, we're stressed about relaxing correctly. I don't think that's what we're looking for. I think what we really want is permission. Permission to stop feeling like every minute has to be useful. Permission to leave something unfinished. Permission to say, that's enough for today. That sentence, that's enough. It sounds so simple, but for many people, it's one of the hardest sentences they'll ever learn. Because your mind immediately argues back. But you could do a little more. You're wasting time. Someone else is working harder. You'll regret stopping. Notice something. Those thoughts sound certain, but certainty doesn't make them true. They're just familiar. What if, instead of believing every thought, you became curious about it? The next time your mind says you should be doing something productive, try asking, why? Not in a judgmental way, just with curiosity. What exactly am I afraid will happen if I rest? Will people stop loving me? Will I suddenly become lazy? Will one quiet afternoon ruin my future? Or have I simply spent years believing something that no longer serves me? Sometimes one honest question can interrupt years of automatic thinking. Another thing I've learned is that rest looks different for everyone. For some people, rest is taking a nap. For someone else, it's painting, gardening, cooking without rushing, listening to music with no other agenda, reading one chapter of a book, watching the rain, taking a slow walk, calling someone they love, sitting with their cat while the afternoon passes by. The activity isn't what makes it rest. It's your relationship with it. If you're constantly thinking about the next thing, your body may be sitting still, but your mind is still sprinting. Real rest isn't only about stopping your body. It's about letting your mind realize it doesn't have to solve anything right now.